Alrighty, we're live. We'll see who joins the stream first. I'll just kick this off. Welcome to another Twisted Family Hockey Hangout. I'm your host, Nick, and today we're going to be hanging out and tuning in as the San Jose Sharks take on the Buffalo Sabres in Buffalo. So welcome to those who have joined or who are just about to join. Oh, we have three people watching right now. Sound off in the comments, say hello. And yeah, it's actually interesting to be watching the Sharks at this time of day because maybe we can actually attract some people on the on the East Coast or in other time zones. I'll be streaming, kind of mixing it up once a week. Maybe the Sharks are on the road in the Central Time Zone. We'll go ahead and tune in when those games go live at about 5 or 5:30 Pacific time, and then we'll hopefully see how this goes with the with the Eastern Time Zone or the games that are starting then. Hey, Emily! Wow, thanks for tuning in. I appreciate you joining. Hey, AJ! Oh my gosh! So our first two viewers commenting here. We got a Preds fan and an Oilers fan, so that's pretty awesome. Hello. I decided to cut out of the office early so I could do this. Fortunately, it's a good week to do this because we got a lot of folks who are out of the office, and I can always check email once in a while in case anything comes up. I'll be working more throughout the night. Yeah, buddy. Howdy. So the Sabres beat the Sharks in their last meeting, which was on Saturday, and I was at that game. So I'm 0-2 on the year at Sharks teams. That's kind of the weirdest thing because last year I was absolutely unbeatable when I would go. So did my actual Sling TV just pause? I'll have to back out and go back into it. But yeah, the Sharks are looking to get revenge from the last game. Buffalo played a very solid game, and the Sharks actually held their own pretty well too. But the Sabres were the more opportunistic team, even strength. So they won the even strength battle 4-2 against the Sharks. San Jose had scored a couple goals on the power play. We'll see what happens. I got a random friend request on Xbox Live. I hardly ever go on Xbox Live. It must be a spam account. How's my leg? Oh, thanks for asking, AJ. So far, so good. I'm not using the crutches anymore, so I'm just walking in the boot, so I can get around. Fortunately, when I went to the Sharks game, not that she's tuning in, but my account manager, Andrea, she hooked me up with some wheelchair accessible seating, and so I certainly appreciate that. So she took good care of me there. And the seats were actually really good, even in the upper bowl. So my foot's doing fine. Again, if Erik Karlsson could actually play with a broken foot, then I can actually get around too then. So, yep. How's everybody's week so far? Oh, thank you. Thank you. Yeah, the only thing that's making me cranky is that out here in California, it's going to be 90 plus degrees for a couple of days in October, which is really weird. So as I like to say, this time of year, Mother Nature gets on the sauce and can't actually prevent this area from just burning. So for all I know, we're going to have wildfire dangers out here, unfortunately. By the way, pardon all the train noise. I have to keep the windows open just to get some air in here because otherwise it's just going to be too damn hot, unfortunately. But yeah. All right, everybody's doing good. Everybody's ready to watch some hockey. I haven't checked the schedule. Who do your teams play? I guess playing tonight or tomorrow. By the way, I can't believe the Avalanche finally got their first loss. I mean, I can believe that it came to the Blues. I had a feeling the Blues would not be done after winning the Cup last year. Just fundamentally a very good team. We need this one. Yes, we absolutely do need to at least get points. This is a tough road trip for us. We've only won in Buffalo, I think 4 times in our franchise's history. So this is kind of a house of horrors for us. We did win here last year, I believe. And then afterwards, the Sharks are going to Montreal on Thursday, and then they're in Toronto the next day. And then they're playing in Ottawa and then Boston. So a couple of tough teams there. Tomorrow, tomorrow the Edmonton Oilers are going to be back on the ice. So, the team is playing better. It's still not at their best. Defensively, there are still lapses, but we've seen stronger overall defense in goaltending over the last few games. So I'm hoping that can kind of continue, and I hope that the Sharks can hopefully reignite some more offense from the top line. They haven't really been as productive the past couple of games. So, well, actually, Timo got on the board recently, but yeah, we could see a little bit more there. Noah Gregor, I think, should draw back into the lineup. Preds play tomorrow and Saturday. Okay. Oh, tonight, tomorrow, and Saturday. Okay, so they're staying busy. I can just check out their schedule here. See who they're drawing recently. Nashville Predators schedule. There we go. So the Preds, your team is in again tonight against the Ducks. Okay, I will definitely be cheering for the Preds tonight, especially since the Ducks have gotten off to a really good start this year, 6-3. So that's pretty solid. Then they got the Wild tomorrow, and then they've got the Lightning on Saturday. All right. So that's a pretty busy schedule for them. Oh, just got a YouTube notification saying I've gone live. Hey now. Yeah, you're gonna watch here until the game. Yep. Okay. Sounds good. Sounds good. Well, I appreciate you tuning in for sure. So yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if things are a little slow at first. I mean, that's kind of how it is with the live streams. It takes a while to actually, draw some more people into the stream. And hopefully some more Sharks fans can join us later. But, here in the Bay Area, a lot of people are still at work, or they're going to be spending 90 minutes trying to get back home. And I'm not, that's not an exaggeration. So, yeah. No, Gregor is your teachers. Oh, really? Huh. Man, that's crazy. Is it really true that in Canada, you're just like one or two connections away from knowing an NHLer or somebody who's played in the NHL at some point? I get the sense it's kind of like that. Yep. So yeah, tough 5 games ahead. But I like the way the Sharks are playing overall going into this kind of road trip. You got to meet him. Cool. Temporarily. Yes, of course. Priorities are important for sure. Although I was able to bring down the Sabres jersey I got there and put on this hat. By the way, this is a pretty sweet hat. It's got the Winter Classic logo from 2 years ago. So I absolutely love this. There we go. All right, this game's getting underway. So here we go. And I'm not the best at providing the play-by-play here. So this is more of a hockey hangout. Hey, go Sharks! Thanks for tuning in, hockey coverage. Good to see you on here. Oh, an early chance, Jack Eichel. Oh, wow. I don't know why he passed on that shot. Huh. That was really odd. He had the top half of the net like wide open for him. Favorite Sharks player? I really don't have one that I consistently stick with. If anybody's been Couture, and not just because he's the captain, but I just like his demeanor on the team, and I think that was definitely legitimizing him over the years to take over as captain. And I love how he plays in the playoffs. So, certainly a Couture fan. Anytime our Sharks goaltenders are doing super hot, I get to be pretty big fans of them as well. So, like, when I think of my favorite Shark of all time, it's hard for me not to put Nabby in the top 2, I guess. Yeah. So, I'd say that they're up there. You're a Hawks fan. Okay, cool. Well, welcome. It's really cool seeing fans of various teams join. And one of these days, I want to go to every arena, of course, but the United Center would be toward the top of my list for sure. So, yeah. Oh, you're cheering for the Sabres. All right, fair enough. Hey, I like the Sabres anyway. After the Sharks, of course, there's a big drop off, but Buffalo's always one of the teams I've kind of cheered for over the year. I'm a Hawks fan, Blues fan. You're a fan of? Oh, I'm sorry. I'm seeing like two thumbnails or 2 profile pics that look really similar. That's why I'm reading things or interpreting things so incorrectly. Okay, Timo, what you gonna do, buddy? Ooh. I got to actually do a better job of focusing on Darlene too, because He apparently has been playing very well ever since he broke into the NHL. I just haven't really watched much. Oh, come on, Patty. Patty on the no, Patty? No. Actually, I like that pinch from Kitcher there. I also like the Sabres. The fact that we traded Yoki Hara for Nylander. I mean, my sort of policy is don't trade away your Finnish players. I mean, every team needs to have a Finnish player to be good. I think the Blues, I don't think had one. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I always think that when you bring a Finnish player in there, not only is it awesome to say their name because they have some of the most fun names to say, but yeah, they're usually like very good role players, and I mean they know how to fit in with a team. I mean, at a national level, it doesn't matter how good Canada is or Russia is or Sweden is. Like Finland always finds a way to like medal in those contests. Oh, goody! Come on, that was a crappy giveaway. Oh, there we go. Thank God. Otherwise, that would have been another freebie in the slot there. So actually, pretty good defensive play from LeBanc. Couture's on a 5-game assist streak. That's what I like to hear. I mean, Gambrell got a good look at the net there. That's good. Gambrell is still looking for his first NHL goal. He hasn't played in all that many games, but you think he would have lit the lamp at least once by now. But his all-around game is starting to show in a good way, of course. All right, so we got the third line out there. Dylan, shot to the net. Your hockey team won. Attorney? Awesome. Wait, didn't you guys win one like not too long ago? Or do you guys play year-round, or do you play on multiple teams? Congratulations nonetheless. That's pretty great. Kevin Lankinen is Finnish, I believe, but plays on the AHL for the Rockford Ice Hogs. Okay, so that's your Finnish incumbent there, or to come into the organization, of course, and make a splash, and the team will win 3 Stanley Cups in 5 years. Play year round. Oh, okay. I figured then. Got it. So far, really not that much in the way of shots on goal. Of course, the Sabres have had a couple of really open looks, I think, or pretty solid looks, but they just haven't gotten the shot through entirely. And San Jose really hasn't. They haven't had too much time in the zone in terms of cycling and whatnot. Came behind the net. Come on, Kane. Of course, Kane had last week. He had a hat trick in the first period against what was that? Against Calgary? No. Wait, that was the game after Calgary, right? Why am I drawing a blank on that? Well, anyway, he had a hat trick in the first period last week, so that was pretty great. And yeah, Kane's actually playing against Buffalo, who he played for what, a couple seasons. I'm just seeing the puck go through the zones kind of back and forth here, so not a whole lot happening, although there was a giveaway behind the Buffalo net. There's Marleau. Patty feeds Timo. Timo, nope, can't get the backhander on. Come on, Logan. Little trouble for the Sabres getting it out of their own end. I'm terrible at Buffalo's numbers too, just because I don't know the players' numbers very well, just because I don't watch them all that often. Although I do, of course I know number 9, number 26, and number 55. Yeah. Oh, hat trick against the Hurricanes. Thank you, hockey fan. Yeah. That was nice to see the Sharks beat a quality opponent too. Twisted fam for life. Indeed. So besides AJ, does anybody else here play hockey or roller hockey or anything else kind of like that? Oh, wow. That's a great A opportunity. And what a nice save by Jones, sliding over just a little bit with the pads there and covers it up. Again, Buffalo getting a couple of really good looks at the net there. You play lacrosse. Okay. You used to, and then you went to college. Yep, college. We do find that we end up kind of calling it quits on a few things once we get there. Or at least I used to play sports, and then I got to college, and I was like, okay, everybody, all the guys are like 4 inches taller than I am and can run circles around me, so no. Lacrosse, I haven't really watched much of it. I did play, I learned how to play it at a summer camp, oddly enough. But yeah, I mean, I like how kind of like hockey, it moves pretty constantly. It's a fast game, obviously. Ooh, yeah, it's a pretty cool sport. No one really plays it out here though on the West Coast. Oh, here we go. There's a goal. Is that an Eric Carlson goal or is that tip by Gambrell? All right. Well, that's nice to see the boys get on. Oh, that's nice to see the boys get on the board first. Hey, that calls for a goal treat, Cortana. Yeah, you want a goal treat? Here we go. Here, come up. Let's look at that replay there. So Sorensen, nice job digging that out from the boards, and then Carlson, and it's Gambrell. Yeah, they're saying it's Gambrell's first goal. So that's crazy because up, come up, sit, kiss. All right, good girl. Yeah, so Dylan Gambrell gets his first career goal. So that's really good to see there. And, he's been a fringe player for a while, and I think he's starting to contribute more than just offensively. And so, it's good to see like his hard work pay off as a goal. So there we go. That's pretty great. Yeah, Cortana, how about that? Gambrell scored his first goal. Yeah, good girl. All right. So it's interesting when you're watching a game like this because, yeah, I'm not saying that Buffalo is dominating, but the chances they've had up until this point were certainly superior, I think. But, they just couldn't find the net. Whereas the Sharks, they get kind of their first decent chance and then it goes in. I mean, usually it's kind of the other way around for my team. But yeah. Remember when the Sharks had Mikhail Bodker? Yeah. I was a huge fan of the signing when it happened at first because Bodker, or in Danish it would be Bødker, was always really good against the Sharks. That's what I had noticed. And so I thought, oh shit, we just got the guy who basically knows how to beat us. So I thought it was going to be a good signing, but just like he just had no consistency. And I mean, he just was, you wouldn't notice him consistently night after night. I mean, I'm not saying that he couldn't play better on a different team. He put up some points with Ottawa last year. Not great, but respectable for where he was playing on that team. But yeah, that was one of the worst signings in recent years from Doug Wilson. Hopefully that's the worst for a while. Hopefully not the Eric Carlson signing. So yeah. He isn't terrible in Ottawa, but not great. Yeah, he's just kind of like a journeyman winger at this point, really. Yeah. Yes, I think you pretty much nailed it. I'm a player. I mean, he could maybe go if he ever finds himself like out of a job, or he could always go back to Europe and probably play pretty well over there. So I'm sure he wouldn't mind the idea of that. He hasn't been in. It's not like, well, he hasn't really been on that many deep playoff runs either. So, maybe the idea of going back to his homeland would be a little bit more suitable. But yeah. Are they looking at Carter Hutton's career, I guess? Yeah, that's right. Yeah, Carter Hutton, it's weird. He was a Sharks draft pick. I don't even remember him, honestly. I mean, he probably never came up and played for the Sharks, but yeah, I mean, it's crazy how some of these players just like they kind of come out of nowhere essentially. I mean, even Jordan Binnington, I'm sure there were a lot of Blues fans who didn't even know who he was until this past season. Oh, cool. You actually got to meet some Senators players then? I mean, hey, I don't care how good their team is. I mean, just meeting some NHL players would be pretty awesome. I mean, I went to like the Fan Fest last year, but it's not like you really talk to the players, or at least I don't. I don't know. I'm just when I see a professional athlete or a celebrity or something like that, I'm just I can't just like pretend that that person and I have been friends for the last 15 years or anything like that. I just kind of go, hi. Oh, and you met Brady Tkachuk and you met future team spokesman Mark Borowiecki. So 1-0 game here, just about 8 minutes through, and the Sharks have again capitalized kind of on their one of their two or three good opportunities to score there. James Neal is the Oilers' top goal scorer. Yeah, that's crazy, man. I mean, he's still at least tied for the NHL lead in goals, right? Like Pasternak's up there, of course. I said last year that Pasternak would win the Rocket Richard, and he didn't play the whole season. But I mean, uh, he certainly could make a case for it. If, like, for example, if Bergeron's healthy, and I don't see Marchand dropping off in terms of his contributions. So I mean, yeah, I think Pasternak still has a pretty good shot at winning the Richard. Yeah. Yeah, Brady Tkachuk, at least what I hear, he's gotten off to a little bit of a slow start. But then again, I mean, they they do have a new coach, so it seems for the Senators, they're going to try. I would think they would try a lot of systems essentially, or remodel their system more often than a more seasoned team would do, just because they need to find where the chemistry is between the players and lines, and just what works also for the coaching staff there. Ooh, Victor Olofsson had a shot or had a chance in front of the net, and another deflected pass that was intended for him. So pretty good shot, or pretty good opportunity there too, potentially. And by the way, the former Senator Magnus Pyarvi signed to the KHL. I just heard about that as well. Hey, what's up? You just want love. And Erickson was on waivers. Jonathan Erickson. Yeah, I don't know how old Erickson is, but I mean, I guess that's kind of an effort to kind of shed some of, you know, it's not like he's providing a lot of on ice value for the team, and so it's kind of like might as well give somebody else a chance, give a kid a chance or something. Alrighty, so just about halfway through now. You know what we need to see though. At some point in the next couple of games on this road trip, we need to see some Jumbo Thornton, like score a goal. I don't know, get nasty on the ice, and I mean he's been pretty damn quiet to start the year, in my opinion. Carlson, nice little stretch pass there. Meyer behind the net, looking for, well, Marlowe can't pick it up, and the Sabres are coming back. And actually, they're not. So, yeah, Buffalo 7-1-1 to start the year. We know that they were just scorching hot in November last year, but unfortunately, they kind of folded after that. So, I mean, it's interesting that, they have this opportunity, even if they don't play quite as well, down the stretch, they can use this opportunity to kind of store up their points. So then that way, maybe they can stay competitive for a while in the division. But, with obviously lots of other good teams, it's going to be kind of tough. Florida still hasn't quite found their magic yet either. I know that they've lost a lot of games in overtime. So I don't think when it comes to the playoffs, that really matters. But obviously you have to get into the playoffs. So, hey, what's up? Yeah. You're being serious, but your dad's friend's cousin is married to Jonathan Erickson. Oh, no way. Wow. Yeah, like I said, pretty much everybody, in like the hockey community or hockey, like traditional hockey markets, has connections to players. Oddly enough, my dad had a client of his whose daughter is married to Devin Setaguchi, or the client's friend's daughter is married to Devin Setaguchi. I don't know. I was just like, there you go, Dad. You're a couple connections away from hitting up an NHL player. Congratulations. I'm not even there yet. Yeah. Hey. All right. Give me a score for tonight. I didn't ask that at the beginning, but anybody got any predictions for the final score tonight? Let's hear that. James Neal is the Oilers. Yeah. Yeah, we know James Neal's defying expectations, at least from most of the hockey world out there. Apparently your dad's sister's husband. Okay, is friends with Jordan Tutu. Oh, really? Jordan Tutu, one of the very few players from Nunavut, right? Or one of the very few players from one of the territories, essentially. I mean, with Tutu, I know that there are definitely fans who are very loyal to him, or just really like his spirit and competitiveness and tenacity, of course. I mean, granted, from what I recall, he did some real dirty stuff, of course. But when you do answer for that and stand in against players who are half a foot taller than you and 60 pounds heavier than you or whatever, then, I definitely respect that. All right, so Buffalo's on the power play. I didn't even mention that. And they've kept possession in the zone for a while there. They got Dahlin at the point, and they got Olofsson kind of in the OV office. Shot from Dahlin, rebound, no second opportunity. Sharks clear that out. Just a minute left. There's Skinner. He gets knocked down, and the Sharks get another clear there. By the way, the Sharks, first of all, they killed off 4 Buffalo power plays in the last game. And they've actually ascended to the number 1 penalty kill in the NHL so far. I think they're around 93%. So, I mean, even if you're 83%, that's excellent. So that's probably been the best part of the Sharks game so far this year. Ooh, pardon me. This is ginger ale, so carbonation and whatnot. Hey, girl, what's going on? 36 seconds left in the penalty there. And the Sharks doing a nice job there. I mean, Buffalo hasn't had much in the way of sustained pressure on the power play. that's right. Colin Miller's on their team too. I forgot about that. The Sharks almost had a shorthanded opportunity there. Couture got it over to Myers. He shoots. Oh, and just wide of the net with the penalty expiring just about now. Wow. So the Sharks actually almost they had more chances than Buffalo did that power play almost. Have I met any NHLers? I mean, nothing beyond like FanFest, and again, I haven't like really spoken to them much, so not really. I mean, like I can go up at a Sharks game. Oh, I met Douglas Murray last year at a game. He's now, I think, the president of the Sharks Alumni Foundation. So he played with the Sharks for, God, what about 8 years, 9 years, something like that. And he's from Sweden, even though Douglas Murray is a Scottish name or kind of an English name. And yeah, he was cool. Actually, he was part of one of my favorite plays as a Sharks fan when it looked like he'd scored a goal in overtime in a playoff game, and he never scored goals. And it was funny because like the puck was barely deflected by 2 Sharks players, and I went up to him and I said, you know what, my favorite moment. Evander Kane almost snuck one by Hutton there, but actually Hutton came out just in time to cut that down. You met David Jones at a local skating rink in my house. I'm sorry, who's David Jones? I don't know. Pardon my ignorance. I know who Martin Jones is. It was funny. You were standing near the front door and turn around. Oh, you probably just had to like remember that you weren't dreaming or something like that. But anyway, so yeah, Douglas Murray. I go up to him and I said, you know, one of my favorite moments was in the 2008 first round against Calgary. You scored. It looked like you had scored that goal in with time winding down to give the team the lead, and he's like, yeah, I thought I scored that as well. He seemed like he never forgot about that because like that was again probably one of his maybe 15 goals as an NHL player. So it was cool seeing him. Not to mention, he wasn't just an enforcer on the ice, but he was somebody who would stand in against some of the league's toughest players. So getting to meet somebody like that face to face is pretty cool. He even fought. He had a rivalry actually. He went to Cornell for college. And at Princeton was his rival, George Peros. And so they actually fought one time in the NHL when Peros was still with the Ducks, and it was a great fight. Oh! Brent Burns almost getting on the board there. Search up David Jones, NHL. Okay. I've heard of Davy Jones, but that's about it. All right, under 5 left. Sharks, couple of chances at the other end, just off of transition and kind of just sneaky plays there. But yeah, still 1-0 game. We'll see if this can change. But the Sharks can feel some momentum here. Here's Marleau. He gets to Vlasic and he scores! Marc-Edouard Vlasic getting on the board. That means a goal treat. We get a goal treat, Cortana. 2-0 San Jose. The Sharks looking a little bit fresher out there on the ice. Can you come up? Come up. Okay, yeah, you know that these are treats. That's good. Attaway Pickles. And a great pass from Marleau. Wow. All right, so there was a turnover in the neutral zone there. Timo carries it into the center, gives it to Marleau, and a sneaky backhand from Patty there to feed it to Vlasic. Wide open net, and we got 2-0 Sharks. All right, come on. Okay, fine. Goal shoot. All right, so there we go. 2-0 Sharks. Just a pretty play from Meyer and Marleau there. And, that starts with a turnover in the neutral zone there. So, I mean, the Sharks, again, just cashing in on their opportunities early on. And Buffalo, with 4 minutes left here, they have to feel kind of fire under their butts because, they had a chance to get up early in the game. They didn't quite take it. Oh, here's Thornton again with 3-on-2. And, I just missed Tim Heed going to the net there. But, yeah, Buffalo, I imagine, will probably pepper some shots to the net. I think to shoot first a little bit earlier on. Let's see. Who do the Oilers play tonight? Let me take a gander here. I'm sorry, AJ, but the way you guys are going in the division right now, I might have to cheer for the other team. Okay. Hey, Google, who do the Oilers play tonight?
The Oilers will play the Wild at 5 p.m.
Okay, so you guys are going up against the Wild. Got it. All right, well, never mind that. The way things are going right now, that's 2 points for you, right? What's the over-under on how many points McDavid has this year anyway? About 116, I'll say. Yes, my friend who's also a Sharks fan says he likes what he's seeing so far. As am I. But you're probably at work and might not be able to check it out on the channel here. Just do a quick check here. Actually, I'll do it at intermission. Don't need to worry about work emails or anything like that right now. Everybody's out of the office anyway, pretty much. Hey, girl, what's up? What's going on? You're off camera. You're not camera shy, are you? Remember Douglas Murray's fight with Barrett Jackman? Okay. I can't remember that one right off the top of my head, but I wouldn't be surprised if the two went at it for sure. Yeah, Murray would fight him. Grattan, I think. Grattan or McGrattan. I think, yeah. They would go. He fought Peros. He fought oh God, who was that one guy? Not Riley. Was it Riley Cote? He might have been up there. BJ Crombie. Yeah, that they went at it 2 or 3 times easily. I know that. Just wish he was around to fight Reeves. That would have been a fun battle to watch. Yeah. But yeah, Dougie Murray was good shark, no doubt. And it's cool to see him sticking around here. It's always cool when alumni basically stick around your area and show up with the team and take a job in the front office, and then that way you get to meet them later on. So that's pretty cool. BJ Crombie was trash. Yeah, I never saw him do anything in a game, honestly. Gambrell? Oh my goodness. Wow. That was almost an unbelievable play by Dylan Gambrell to pass on the shot and give it up for Melker Karlsson for a higher percentage chance, but he got denied on the backhand. Oh, we got another train coming, of course. Hi. So, yep, 3:23 left now. Buffalo's got 12 shots on goal. I mean, again, it's crazy because I think that they've passed on the chances where they should have shot with high percentage chances. Nonetheless, I mean, Jones looks sharp, but he hasn't had to make – he's made one really good save so far. But yes, Martin Jones' save percentage is over 900. Don't look now. Don't hold your breath. Oh, and Hurdle? Oh, Hurdle almost had a chance there too. Shoot. Yeah. All right. All these rumors about Vlasic to the Canadiens, and all of a sudden he's decided to pick up his game in the last week. Again, my friend Sharks fan. Hey, join the live stream. There we go. If there was a fight, who would go at it? Oh, tonight? I don't know. Does Buffalo have anybody who fights? Usually, I mean, with the Sharks, I can pick out Brendan Dillon or Barclay Goodrow, or those are kind of the guys who would drop the gloves first, I think. But yeah, I really don't know who would do that for the Sabres. Bogosian? Okay. Are you going to go live when the Sharks play the Oilers? When do they play each other? As I've probably mentioned before, I'm trying to go live once a week. So then that way, it's not total overkill on the channel. And not to mention, I need to spend some more time actually trying to develop video content because I haven't been doing that as much recently outside of streams. But yeah, AJ, I don't see why I couldn't go live at least for one of the games where our two teams play each other. All right, under 2 minutes now. And again, the Sharks have just done a nice job on the forecheck here. In the neutral zone, they've been the better team, certainly. Here we go. Here's a shot from Couture from the point. Oh, Ferraro, excuse me. Ferraro's 38 and Couture's 39. They're both left-handed and like the same size. So I get those two confused now. Ooh, nice feed into the slot from Colin Miller. Shot goes wide behind the net. A second chance at the front. And Jones is down to make the save and deflect the puck away, essentially. Buffalo there with their best chance in quite a while. And just absolute rocket. Goes wide of the net there. And the Sharks cleared that puck out. So that was a nice chance there from the Sabres. Actually, a couple right in front of the net there. Scores 2-0. Oh my. That's a very interesting name. I've seen you either comment on my videos or on another video or whatever. So hello, thank you for joining. I'm going to call you Somber because that's kind of like an acronym of your handle there. But yes, it's 2-0 Sharks on goals from Gambrell, Dylan Gambrell, his first NHL goal, and from Marc-Edouard Vlasic, his first of the season. So a couple of firsts for the Sharks this year. Hey, girl. Ooh, go get it. Yep. 2-0. I mean, it could have been 2-1 after that chance that Buffalo just had there. And, yeah, that's what's happening. And for any folks who are joining the stream right now, first of all, thank you for stopping in. Even if you don't join for the whole game, that's totally cool because it's good just seeing some new faces on here for sure. If you haven't done so already, hit the big red subscribe button down below for weekly content. Even though I didn't put out a video last week, I did put out a stream. So I'm hoping to live stream weekly, and then that way we can get some new fans and fans of different teams too. It's really cool seeing people who are tuning in despite this being Sharks versus Sabres. So we got people who are Blackhawks fans, who are Blues fans, Edmonton fans of all teams coming in here. So that's pretty awesome. Go Sharks. About to be 4-1 since our record. Yeah, the Sharks record, if they win tonight, then they will be 4-1 since Patrick Marleau joined the team. And I think that was, it was not necessarily the catalyst, but it certainly helped having Patty having that personality, having that experience just come into the locker room. And, some of these players who have played with him before, they're going to elevate their game just for Marleau as well. So anyway, that's going to do it for the end of the first period. So the Sharks are up 2-0. I guess we'll have to find some other stuff to discuss here. Whoa, that is a loud train. Sorry, guys. This is going to be a little loud here. Here it comes. Here we go. I can't believe it was 86 degrees in Mountain View today. 86. And it's okay, we get it already. 86 in late October. Yep. And this is nowhere near the hottest part of the state either. So that's crazy. Okay, gotta just make sure that there aren't any fires to put out at work. And I don't see anything new in my inbox except for I got assigned an action item. Verify the completion of program milestones in October. Okay. Well, I can. I did my stuff. Yep. All good there. So yeah. All right. Cool. So Somber, as I'll call you. Where are you tuning in from? Are you in the Bay Area? And then I guess I'll put out another question. Does anybody here watch hockey? Follow any other leagues out there? AHL, KHL, college hockey? Be cool to hear some of your experiences with that, because I myself don't really watch hockey outside of the Sharks. I mean, if I'm somewhere, not an NHL city and there's a hockey game for a team in town, like a AHL team, then I'm down for that. I've seen college hockey before and whatnot. But yeah, I'd like to get into following hockey beyond the NHL. But I think in order to do that, I'd have to be somewhere that has a local team. Even if that was like, some sort of amateur league or something like that. Yeah. So yeah, that's oh, here we go. All right, it was nice hanging. Oh, okay, cool. Have a fun time watching the Preds. Good luck to them. Beat the Ducks, and we'll see you next time, Emily. You watch AHL, AJ? Cool. Oh yeah, that means that. Well, I don't know if you have a team that you follow there, but of course, I would assume you at least keep updated once in a while with the Condors. Condors are about 4 hours away from where I am in Bakersfield. Hey, what's up, girl? What is it? Hey, did you need to go outside? Gotta see if she needs something here. You need to go outside? You need some food? Here you go. All right, coming back. Sorry there. Thanks for being patient there. Yeah, I to keep kind of an inventory on hockey in California, or at least where I am. So after the Sharks and the Barracuda of the AHL, because they play in the same arena, the next closest team for me would be like going to Stockton, which is like an hour and a half away, and the Stockton Heat play there. So again, AHL. So that would be about an hour and a half. Bakersfield for the Condors would be about 4 hours. So, I mean, like in theory, like if I wanted to go to a Condors game, I could. Not much else to do in Bakersfield, honestly. So yeah, that would be there. There are definitely college teams, not like super top teams, but there's some schools like San Jose State has a hockey team, of course. There are probably some down south as well, but I don't really follow that so much. And then, yeah, I guess kind of the next team I could drive to, well, they would all be down in LA, about 5.5 hours away there. All right. Well, friends, what other sorts of interesting things are happening in your world? I don't know exactly what else to share here. Let's take a look at and just read off who's playing tonight, because I actually didn't look at tonight's schedule. So let's see here. Maybe we can get some live scores here. NHL scores. Let's take a look here. At the end of the first period, the Arizona Coyotes lead the New York Rangers 1-0. I'm glad to see the Coyotes actually starting. What's up, old buddy? The bench clearers. Oh, thank you. Got the bench clearers tank. Thanks for joining the stream, man. Yeah, so 2-0, huh? That's I thought we were going to be down early and give up another goal in the first 5 minutes, but yeah. Hey, thanks for joining, man. Let's see. So yeah, 1-0 Arizona on a goal from Lawson Krause. So Arizona starting the season pretty well, which is good to see. End of the first period, it's the Penguins and the Panthers scoreless. The Penguins, up until that Vegas game on Saturday, had been red hot. I think they had won like 5 or 6 in a row. So maybe they're going to – I don't know. What Penguins team are we going to get this season? I didn't think they would be quite as good. And it's crazy because they've had so many injuries too, but they just found ways to win. As for the Panthers, though, 3-2-3, again, just they can get through regulation. They just can't close it in overtime. Let's see what else we have here. So Red Wings and Canucks are 0-0 right now. That game is not even halfway through the first period. The Bruins lead the Maple Leafs 1-0 on a goal from. Let's take a look here. Oops, I got to toggle between the teams here. On a goal from none other than David Pastrnak. That guy just cannot be stopped right now. Hey, Nick. Thanks for joining, dude. How's the game so far? Well, I thought that Buffalo had a couple good grade A opportunities early on, but the Sharks have actually cashed in on their chances later in the period, and they've just kind of taken over in terms of the pace of play and looking really strong in the neutral zone. So overall, San Jose looks pretty good going to the intermission, and it's nice considering Buffalo beat us in the last game that we played. So 2-0. I've got very little to complain about. Martin Jones looks sharp too, so that's good. So yeah, Oilers and Wild, which is going to get underway pretty soon here. Kings and Jets from Winnipeg. Predators hosting the Ducks. Oh, Hawks. Oh, let's go Hawks. Let's go Hawks. I want to see the red and black come away with a win tonight. Absolutely. Really love to play the fourth line so far. Yeah, Melker Karlsson, that Gambrell to Karlsson play was tasty. That almost worked out. So definitely rooting for your Hawks tonight, Nick. And then we've got the Flames hosting the Capitals. Yep, so pretty good slate of games tonight. I will particularly have my eye on, well, I guess Leafs and Bruins, of course. Hoping the Panthers can get back in the win column. And, yeah, Predators and Ducks. Yeah, I want to see – it'd be kind of nice to see some of the teams at the top of the Pacific Division coming back down to earth a little bit. But who knows? Maybe things are just going to be turned upside down this year. Not to mention the Pacific Division, actually, for the Sharks to be in the cellar, yeah, I know that they started the season kind of crappy, but other than the Kings and the Sharks, everybody else in the Pacific has a winning record. So that's kind of crazy to see, even though it's really early on. Like the Ducks are playing well, the Oilers, the Canucks. Yeah, the Yotes are actually starting the season pretty well too. Hopefully the Hawks get their first win in team history over the – oh, I did not know – the Sin City Knights. That actually sounds pretty cool. I've never heard anybody actually call them that. I like that. But yeah, I didn't know that they hadn't beaten them yet. I guess the Knights have ownage on a couple of teams then. Cheering for the Hawks, of course. Robin Lehner is going against Fleury tonight. Hey, girl, what's up? Did you have your food already? Look how Cortana's head is just sticking up here. Hey, what's up? High five. Oh, what a good girl. What a good girl. Yeah, the Knights, I have a feeling that Marc-Andre Fleury is going to want to play exceptionally well after the way that his team fared last night against Philly. It's kind of weird for Vegas to do back-to-back, going from Philly to Chicago. That's not a super long flight, but it's kind of a far distance to travel for a back-to-back, I think. Got your 2019 Winter Classic jersey. Nice. Excellent. I've got my 2018 Winter Classic toque right here. Check that out. Howdy. Yeah. Yeah, a lot of people love that Winter Classic jersey from last year. I'm surprised. I mean, I think it's cool that they went back to, something really old school, like one of the first jerseys the team ever wore. That's not one that I particularly would want to collect, but if everybody likes it, then wear it. Rock it. Do it. The Hawks one that I want, I forgot what year they won it originally, but I want the one that they wore for the 75th anniversary that has like a bunch of red and black stripes and then has the logo in the center. That one is sexy. If you go on sportsk.com, you can find that one there. They have like a Chelios one for like $95 or something like that. So yeah, I'd certainly try to collect that one. It was the best-selling Winter Classic jersey. Wow, that's crazy. I mean, considering the Hawks have had so many other jerseys for that event too. I would say what my favorite. Well, yeah, my favorite Winter Classic jersey. It was a Winter Classic that you went to, Nick. It wasn't last year either, and it wasn't for your favorite team. That jersey was 1992 exactly. Favorite Winter Classic is the Red Wings from 2014. That's the one that you got recently, Tyler, right? With like the It's got the D on it. It's red, right? The red one with the D. I mean, the Red Wings outdoor games jerseys are all pretty sharp. My favorite, though, is the Centennial one that they wore against Toronto. I thought that one was sweet. And, yes. Catch you later, AJ. Thanks for tuning in, man. And yeah, I will keep it in mind to go live when our two teams clash. Sports K. Oh, it's sports and then the letter K. So that would just be like, what, 7 letters long? I need to get the Hawks 75th. Yeah, I mean, that would look really good too, Nick, because in that way, it kind of breaks up your jerseys because it's such a different design, kind of like the Winter Classic one is. It's the one with the old style wheel that says Detroit all over it. Oh, that one. Okay. I don't like the old Red Wings logo with the shorter looking wing. I don't know. Just from all this like jersey collecting, I've gotten to be so freaking picky. But oh well, at least that means that my tastes are a little bit more differentiated. And it's funny because like it's really funny when you see people like love a jersey that I don't like or vice versa. Or the fact that a jersey that was once really ugly to me is now like the coolest thing, like the Sabres goat head. I love that one. Yeah. All right. Well, hopefully this is just the last commercial break before the second period gets underway. Tyler, how are you even watching this anyway? Did you get off of work early, or are you watching from work? Yep. We got Cyber Week stuff to worry about. Yep. Okay. Nothing too much to worry about here. My favorite jersey of all time. Well, it's kind of hard to just choose one, but come on, man. It's a nostalgia and kind of like you love what you can't have. Quebec Nordiques. Love me the Nordiques jersey. I think, and people bring this up once in a while. Oh, Cortana with the squeaky toy. Can you play with this instead? This one's less squeaky. Yeah, people point out once in a while that, you might love this jersey because it's worn once or just a couple of times. But like if a team wore that every game, you wouldn't like it as much. And I think that's a thing. I think that, for example, if like maybe if the Flames wore their red and yellow throwbacks every game, maybe I wouldn't like that as much. Maybe this is kind of just an example, but I think that's a fair point to make, honestly. But yeah, the Nordiques, number one for me. My favorite jersey that's worn right now in the NHL, Nick, you'll want to cover your ears, is the Blues alternate, which is basically a recreation or new rendition of their original jerseys as a franchise. That to me is just, oh goddamn, is just so gorgeous. I'm a sucker for for like powder blue or for aviator blue or I'm a sucker for that, absolutely. And I think the yellow actually pairs really well with that too, and the off-white. Yeah, there we go. I'm not surprised to get that reaction. Thanks for letting me know. Sports K 70. Yep. Oh, get a JR. Perfect. That's a great idea. Now, can you order the Roenick directly, or do you have to request them to customize it? Because if they don't have the Roenick one, you can get your jersey customized by them. Although I don't know what people have said about their customization services, but I assume that they're at least good, Oh, you're homesick today. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry to hear that, dude. Get well ASAP. Have a bunch of vitamin C. Yep. And, hopefully you're cured by the Sharks, or at least partially. Customize. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. It's funny because I've never actually ordered a jersey from Sports Cage. I just haven't pulled the trigger yet. They used to have more jerseys that I wanted there, but like, for example, the Nordiques ones sold out, or nearly all of them did. I also want to get a green Whalers, of course. I have a white Whalers, but yeah, green Whalers are all out of those. All right, second period. And Marc-Edouard Vlasic getting on the scoreboard. Hot damn. Really? Marc-Edouard Vlasic has scored out of his road goals in his career. He scored the most against the Sabres, if I heard that correctly. That's really weird. Only jersey that you ever got from Sports K was that Detroit Winter Classic one. Yeah. Yeah, but there are lots of good ones out there, especially if you like the old stuff. Oddly enough, they don't really carry that many current Canadian teams, which I find interesting. Also, Sports K is really local to you, Nick. Or actually, yeah, I mean, technically they're at the other end of the state. They're in Rockford or around there, I think. All right, here we go. Marc-Edouard Vlasic is going to score another goal this game. And kind of a crappy zone entry for the Sharks. And the Sabres come back here. Here's Reinhart trying to – nope. Jones was able to steer that away with the paddle. And pretty good looking forecheck for the Sabres. They get their men along the boards there, and they keep possession, but it goes out of the zone. And Timo. Nope, that's Gregor. Okay. Some pretty good speed there from Noah Gregor. Oh, you'll probably go to an Ice Hogs game this year? So how long would that take you to drive there anyway? From basically southwestern Illinois, right, to the northern part? That's probably what, about I want to say 5.5 hour drive maybe? 5 hours? Okay, yeah. How did that not go in? Logan Couture had he just had to bat the puck into the net, but it took a really weird bounce too, but he didn't quite bang it home. I'm sad to see actually a lot of empty seats in the lower bowl first night's game for Buffalo. Maybe it's probably I don't know if it's because it's a weeknight game, but in terms of TV ratings, they are the best in the American market, in the United States market. Yeah, that was a bizarre sequence essentially. Oh, almost an open look there. Kind of a good feed to the guy in front of the net there by Gregor, I think. Yeah. So yeah, the Sharks are, they're again, they seem pretty confident down there behind the net or around the net in terms of feeding the puck over there so far this period. Oh, Milk Carlson trying to dig the puck out from the boards. He's got Sorensen supporting him, and Gambrell doing his best to keep the puck in, actually. But no dice. That goes out of the zone, and they'll re-enter with Sorensen. By the way, Marcus Sorensen, I know everybody likes Erik Karlsson's hair, but don't forget Sorensen. He's certainly representing San Flose proudly. Oh, nice breakout. Gotta get some more viewers here. That way, I don't feel like I'm running out of things to ask you guys about. Yeah, Logan's glove had knocked the puck after the rebound from the goaltender, and then he still sort of had possession of it, just couldn't quite bang it home. Ryan Carpenter is ready to face his former team. Yeah. Yeah, actually, that's kind of an interesting narrative, right, Nick? It's like, all right, well, Vegas has not a lot of players, not a lot of ex-players in the NHL or who've moved on, but they have a few, like Carpenter. So it's kind of like, all right, this is the team that decided to give up on you after somebody else gave up on you to go to Vegas. So I hope that he plays with a chip on his shoulder. Definitely. No ex Blackhawks. Uh-huh. Feels like Carpenter always plays hard against San Jose. I would think so, yeah. By the way, what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, over under on Tim Heed's ice time tonight, Tyler. I would be impressed if Tim Heed gets more than 8 minutes tonight. Just hasn't quite worked out the way the team thought. 8 minutes, yeah, okay. Oh, Carter Hutton kind of came out of the net ill-advised and nearly paid for it. Marlowe was on the doorstep there. Eichel's got Olofsson in front of the net. Oh, and a nice break up there from Brent Burns. So let me just say that Brent Burns just played defense there. Although oddly enough, Brent Burns, somebody from the media said that he led the league in stick checks or something last year. I don't even know how the hell they track that stuff because it's those numbers are not available to us, at least not on the sites that I go to, like stick checks and block passes, and I don't know. That was a really weird collision at center ice there with Timo Meier and somebody for the Sabres. Huh. Hopefully those guys are okay, though. LeBanc getting in on the forecheck. Ooh. Yeah. What I like about Louis is that he likes to chirp, and he if you know, it's hard with the internet these days, but like, it's good when you meet fans who will playfully chirp, and will, and it's mutual, and that's going to be probably a tripping or an interference on Goodrow. So we're going to get a power play for the Sabres. Yeah. And, that was kind of an early whistle there. Skinner didn't even like that one. Skinner chicken dinner. But yeah, the Sabres are going to go on their second power play for the game. The Sharks actually haven't had a power play so far. Yeah. Anywho. So yeah, maybe the Sabres can answer back now that they're on the man advantage. We will see very shortly. So Nick, when you order a jersey like that, who's going to customize it? I mean, like on Full Moon jerseys right now, you can get a Hawks. Well, it's the old jersey, right? It's the old collar. You can get one for $80 with shipping. Pretty good deal. Or $70 with shipping. I think 80, yeah. Bob Bugner has an influence on the number rated PK so far. You could be right. And I don't know. I would like to toot my horn a little bit in the Sharks' defensive system, especially when you look at how they played in the neutral zone tonight. I want to say that Bugner deserves some credit for that. Shark versus Buffalo Surf and Turf tonight. Hey, Eddie, thank you for joining the stream. Hope that you are enjoying the start to this year for the Sabres. I'm in Sharks territory, so I am a Team Teal fan first, but I also am always rooting for the Sabres when they're not playing my team. Oh, yeah, that's right. You work at a sports store. Ha. And I assume you get a pretty good employee discount, I would imagine. Ooh, yeah, that collision was really weird. Eichel, hit a rut in the ice or something, and then his head hit Meier's thigh. Surf and turf. I got to say, bison is something that I wish I could enjoy a little bit more often. A good old bison burger. Actually, you know what? There's a place just on the other side of the street that Ooh, that was a great A chance for Skinner there. You know, maybe that's what I'll do. If the Sharks win tonight, maybe I'll have to order out and get a bison burger. That'd be pretty sweet. I think I might do that, Eddie. Skip stuff. Really good bison burger on a road trip through Wisconsin. Interesting. I almost got pulled over in Wisconsin. I've only been pulled over one time for failing to come to a complete stop in California, of course. But yeah, one time I almost got pulled over in Wisconsin, but the cops sped past me and caught the guy who had passed me earlier on the highway, fortunately. Oh, wow, Kirby Dach's playing first line with Caden Strom. Oh, and that's a goal for the Sabres. Looks like that one sneak under the arm off of Jones. Yeah, under the glove arm of Jones, and that's going to be a Jack Eichel goal. And the Sabres capitalize on the power play to pull within one goal. Let's take a look at this. And that was what a beautiful feed from Eichel just to start the play, really. And yeah, just a goal from above the left circle there, just above the OV office. Jones was sliding over a little bit to make that stop, but couldn't quite corral it. And maybe that went under the stick arm. Yeah. Well, anyway, really good shot there and just beautiful puck movement. The Sharks were a little bit overloaded to the right side there, I thought. Couldn't quite squeeze that puck. Yeah. All right, so that is assisted by Rasmus Dahlin and Victor Olofsson. So there you go. That's the future of the Sabres right there. Dahlin, Olofsson, Eichel, right there. So yeah, so the Sharks. Yeah, Randy Hahn just saying on the broadcast that the Sharks had killed their last 17 penalties. So, you know, they were due to give up one at some point. At least this is when they have a 2-1 lead. But the Sharks have to remember that they've actually been winning tonight because of strong 5-on-5 play, whereas the other night against Buffalo, they were definitely, outplayed 5-on-5. Excuse me, Carbonation building up there. Buffalo's got the puck back in the Shark zone again. And this is another, getting close to the goal line there. Circling around is, what a nice take by Brent Burns. Brent Burns again with a nice defensive play. I have to count the number of good defensive plays that Burns makes. And then a quick shot to the net from Burnsy, but nobody's there for the rebound. And the Sharks actually do a nice job keeping the puck in the zone. Thornton scooting that over to his line mate, Kevin LeBanc. Thornton behind the net in the jumbo office, but Scandella does a nice job kind of tying him up. How is DeBrincat doing so far, Nick? Is he finding the lamp as much as, or finding the net as much as you thought he would to start the year? And Gambrell, who's getting some good ice time tonight. Tyler, you're seeing ample ice time for this. Peter DeBoer is rolling the lines pretty well. And I actually like seeing the energy from these guys. I like seeing Sorensen and Gambrell, and Melker actually seems to complement pretty well too. Yeah, some good pressure from the fourth line just to wear down Buffalo a little bit. And that outlet pass almost got there for Sherry. And a little bit of a giveaway there from Kane, it looks like. And then Erik Karlsson skates it up and tries to feed it out of the neutral zone, but then that gets intercepted. And now Buffalo might be looking for a line. Nope. There's a chance in the slot there and a nice play by Gregor to get down. That's true, yeah. I keep forgetting that the Hawks have played fewer games than everybody. Oh, VC around the net. He deked a guy. But the Sharks clear that puck out. New subscriber. Oh, well, thank you for the new subscription. For the new sub. Not sure if you're part of the stream, but if you are, hello. Thank you for joining. Got 6 people in the chat right now. If you haven't already, leave a note in the chat. Say hello. We're a friendly bunch here. Got a few regulars, which is always fantastic as a foundation. Alrighty. Well, the Sharks, they've been kind of not reeling so much, but Buffalo has not let their foot off the gas since that power play goal. And now Buffalo comes again. They could have a no, that's going to be put deep into the zone there for 21. And we're going to get an interference call to the Sharks. Actually, a tripping call to the Sharks here. So the Sabres have a chance to tie this game up with the man advantage coming up here. Things are getting interesting. Things are getting interesting. And, I mean, the Sabres, of course, have stayed disciplined through the first half of this game. Each penalty kill coming up, absolutely. Hey. What's going on, Cortana? Are you not entertained by the game? Here. Come here. Come here, silly. You come here. Here. Come on. Here. Sit. There we go. All right. What's going on? Ooh, I didn't see what the global series patch looked like, but yeah, you wouldn't want to pass that up. Definitely not. I love those. I love the Hawks white jerseys too. I mean, last night I was. Oh, sorry for the noise here, but I was every night when I can during hockey season, like if I'm just watching a game or watching highlights, like I like to wear a jersey whenever I can. It's way too damn hot right now, but like. I go in my closet and I'm like, oh, I could wear this jersey, I could wear that jersey, and I just see it's just a Reebok blank one that I have that's a Red Hawks, and I'm just like, yeah, I'm gonna wear this. I'm just like, God, I just love it, absolutely love it. What I don't love though is this. Tyler, what do you think of that check that Ferraro made there? He gets called for tripping. Wait, he didn't even trip the guy. He hit him. He might have interfered, maybe, but he was just finishing his check, perhaps. So, anyway, Ferraro's in the box. I don't have anything against that play, really. And the Sharks are on the penalty kill. Player tried to jump out of the way and fell. Yeah. Oh, my. Nice save by Jones coming across to make the stop on Olofsson there. Olofsson almost had, his 7th or 8th power play goal of the year. That's a real nice save by Jones, especially after letting in that last goal. So, gotta give credit where it's due. I am a bit of a Jones apologist, but like you look at the goal they gave up to start the last game against the Sabres in the first period there. Can't give up the 5-hole that easily. So, anyway, but yeah, he's having a really good game tonight so far. DeBoer's not happy with the call. Yeah. I can totally understand why. Really like what I'm seeing for number 38 from the Sharks too. And I mean, Tyler, I was watching Teal Town USA. I was watching a podcast today, and AJ over there was saying that it doesn't matter that you have a lefty and a righty. With the way that Ferraro's playing, I mean, his body of work, I think. That warrants more time with the club. I mean, you could send him down right now, but I still think he plays NHL ready. So I want to see him keep playing, even if Heed or Prout are available. Hey, what's up, Thomas? Could Buffalo come back? You got Buffalo on your ticket, ML? I don't know what ML is. Major League Machine Learning? Well, anyway, this is, they're a good team on the power play, and they had to. Oh my God, that's a nice little poke check there from on Couture. I think Couture got a piece of that to definitely take the opportunity away there. But yeah, no, the Sabres, they've looked a little bit more re-energized, or a little more energized with their second power play of the period. Money line. Oh, okay, I see. Yeah, I mean, you were smart putting money on the Sabres, even despite the difference in the two teams' record, because Buffalo just has a great history against the Sharks in this building. So when Schmidt comes back, you hope that DeBoer keeps Ferraro in the lineup. Yeah, tenacity, and he skates faster than our other defensemen. So yeah, I echo what I heard from AJ earlier today. I'd like pull Heat out. Yeah, he just hasn't quite panned out, and we already have Prout on the right side, and he's making just as much money. So if you got to waive one of those guys, then you got to do it, I guess. Yeah. So anyway, I echo AJ. I would go Carlson and Dillon, unless Doug Wilson pulls something off and trades Brendan Dillon. So I would go. I mean, with the way the defense stands with Shimmick in the lineup, I would say Dillon, Carlson, Burns, Shimmick, Vlasic, Ferraro, and just keep the minutes even. I think that you'll need to do that because if you have Vlasic and Ferraro playing together, that could be defensively a very strong unit. And I don't want to see Burns or Carlson get burned out before the playoffs. I don't want to see any of these Sharks get burned out because that's one criticism that I have is that the veterans have played way too many minutes going into the playoffs. But yeah. Anyway, to the Vlasic. Well, the fact that Montreal has been scouting at the Sharks games, like in multiple games, that's got to be a trip right there. Penalty coming up to the Sabres. Sharks are going to go on the power play. Sorry, Thomas. Our power play was 2 for 4 against Buffalo in the last game. Yeah, I think there could be a little bit. I mean, I don't know if that's necessarily for Vlasic or if that is for Brendan Dillon. But Montreal, I don't know the defense off the top of my head, but obviously you have Shea Weber. You have Jeff Petrie. You have Ben Sherratt, who I think is a good pickup for them for sure. So if you have Sherratt in there, I don't think you need a player like Dillon necessarily, but maybe they're with Vlasic, I don't think that they would take on that contract by themselves. If they would, then the return wouldn't be nearly as good. Because Vlasic is going to be playing in a Sharks uniform until he's 38, 39. Yeah, 39, I think. It's also going to be interesting to see how the Sharks are. I mean, right now they're progressing, which is good. # 2 or fewer, right? But what are their needs going to be as we get to the trade deadline or get to a period where GMs are going to have more conversations with one another about trading players? Not sure. You don't want to see either go. Yeah, yeah, you're right. I agree. Dillon has been the most consistent defender. Yeah. And yeah, you don't just have to look at plus minus to know that either. Can't wait for your number kit. Customized sports on eBay. Oh, okay. To put Doc on your Canada jersey. Oh, okay. Cool. I need to order some number kits as well. Definitely. Yeah. All right. So can the Sharks capitalize on their first power play of the game? Burns sends it in, and that goes to nobody. And that's a quick clear. So the Sabres come in. Their penalty kill is at an even 75%. That is 21st. Sharks power play is 23.6%, which is good for 11th. They were moving it along the wall here. Now over to Burns. Burns looks, gives it back to what? Couture on the point, or is that Hurdle? Sorry. Burns again from the point. Shot in from above the circle, and that's blocked. But that was a Hurdle shot there. You know what I kind of miss, though? I miss the umbrella formation where you just have one guy at the point. I just remember like Chris Pronger would be up there and just oh my God, any second he could just rocket that through and everybody would get out of the way. Yeah, I know, Chris Pronger. All right, less than a minute left already. And that shot has been deflected out of play. So no chances in front of the net for the Sharks right now. And this is kind of what gets me kind of nervous, where they're expecting the point to generate the shot. Not that you can't do that. It's just that it's very predictable. If you're going up against the Sharks, you're like, okay, well, we just need to put bodies up against Brent Burns at the point. And sometimes the Sharks don't adjust to that. Oh, another new subscriber. Thank you, Michael, for joining the Twisted Wrister family. Oh, Joe just stumbled over and wow, that's not good. Yeah, I've ordered off of Customized Sports one time. Now when you got your numbers, or when you got your letters in your kit, did you get that stitched on, or did you just iron it on? Because I've just ironed on mine in the one time I did it. So I mean, like, it works, sure, and it's okay for the price, but yeah, I almost kind of want to learn how to like sew it myself. Here comes Gambrell shot that generates a rebound that Marleau he's not able to shoot home, but Sharks retain possession with the penalty winding down now. Carlson's going to feed it above the circle, behind the net. He's got two guys behind the net, but shoot. But the numbers stitch down, not heat press. Oh, okay. Oh, because you take it in for customization. That's good. Yeah. That's cool. Well, if I'm ever in the area, I'll let you know, Nick. I'll just bring in all my jerseys. Oh, Jack Eichel almost with a nifty, filthy backhander there that went over the net. Now he's got it at the point. Oh, and a beautiful, beautiful feed from Reinhart. Jones slid across with a beautiful pad save there. That was sneaky. And Jones has been sharp tonight so far. Robbed, yeah. That's that might be Jones's best save of the year so far. All right, here come the Sharks into the Buffalo zone. And a shot from Melker, I should say. Yeah, again, I like the play that I'm seeing from that Gambrell, Melker Karlsson, and Melker, Gambrell, and Sorensen. They look really good tonight. Is Jones make or break for the Sharks? You know, I don't entirely think so. I think that, you take away – we should just not start Martin Jones against Vegas unless it's in the playoffs and the Sharks are down 3-1 in the series. Thank you, by the way, for subscribing, Michael. Yeah, Jones has played much better the last, I'd say, 3 or 4 games. So I say just continue to ride him, actually. Just don't, he shouldn't be starting 62 games, 65 games out of the year. They don't need to do that. But I think that his game has looked sharper. And the team has, as a system, has looked better defensively. They're making improvements. So, I think that is progressing well. And I think Jones, his numbers are going to look better and his confidence will look better too. So, yeah, I think the goal they gave up tonight, I'm not too bothered by it. I mean, the Sharks haven't given up a power play goal in their previous 17 penalty kills. So, yeah, I am a little bit of an apologist for the goalies, but no, I think that he has shown recently that he can, string together quality starts, even if they're not statistically quality starts. But yeah. So Joe Thornton made his Sharks debut December 2nd, 2005 at Buffalo. He has 783 assists since 2005. the most in the NHL, and the second most in NHL history by any traded player. Wow. So Joe Thornton might set the all-time record for assists by a player after they were traded. There you go. Gretzky doesn't have that record. Oh yeah, of course you got to watch your Hawks. Keep me posted, Nick. If you stay in the live stream, even if you're idle and watching the Hawks, let us know when the Blackhawks go up 6-0 at the end of the first period. Okay, thank you. Now, Michael, are you a Sharks fan, or are you just jumping on in here just because you like hockey? Erik Karlsson almost giving it away, like on the doorstep of the goal, and Vlasic couldn't hang on to it. And Thornton trying to chip it deep. There we go. There's a clear. You're a huge Sharks fan, been forever. Awesome, very cool. Welcome. Are you local, or are you somewhere else? I'm in Mountain View, and I've been watching the Sharks pretty actively since, I'd say, after the 04-05 lockout. That's when I started to become a big fan. Oh, man. Shot from Ristolainen, a great screen in front by Reinhart, and this is a 2-2 game. So, wow, that comes at 19:29. Oh, you're in Edmonton. Wow. That's super cool. I always find it really neat when somebody in a traditional hockey market is actually a fan of a different team that's in a non-traditional market. That's super cool, though. Yeah, I grew up an hour south of San Jose, so I always liked the Sharks a lot as a kid, but I didn't really start watching them until like the end of high school and college. I went to college really close by too. Like literally one of the reasons why I chose to go to college where I did, there were like 3 reasons. I was already familiar with the school because my sister had gone there. 1, 2, the girls there were cute, and 3, I was 5 minutes away from the Shark Tank. So yeah, I made decisions really well when I was younger. Got 7 people in the chat. Thank you guys for joining. This is pretty awesome of you. Even if you're just hopping in for a few minutes, say hello, and hope you're enjoying your Tuesday evening and watching some hockey. And that's the end of the period. So the Sabres strike off of that Reinhart. I think, was that a Reinhart deflection off of the shot from Ristolainen? And yeah, it's a 2-2 game. So yeah, Buffalo's pulled even. And as we know, the Sharks are nearly unbeatable when they give up fewer than 3 goals, so 2 goals or fewer. But now that's in jeopardy going to the period. So the Sharks had momentum early on, but Buffalo definitely dictated the pace of play later on, I think. Martin Jones looking really good, and not too many high danger chances for Hutton that period. Thank you. Well, I like the way that I do this. I like to represent both teams that I'm streaming, so then that way kind of shows appreciation for hockey as a whole. It's not just about the Sharks, and because I want to attract fans of all teams as well. So that's kind of why I do it. I don't stream every game. I'm trying to do this like once a week. So yeah, streaming every game would be difficult. I mean, it's very challenging trying to talk nonstop for 3 hours. So yeah, we'll try this once a week. This is the 3rd time I've done this. Last week I had a stream for the Sharks in Carolina, and the week before that I did the Sharks and the Predators. So yeah, the idea is I'll stream once a week for a Sharks game. So the Sharks could be on the road, they could be at home. What's cool about this is I'm streaming when the Sharks are playing in the Eastern time zone. So, you know, I've done this when the Sharks have played in the Central time zone against Nashville. And yeah, always like the Sabres growing up with players like Pekka and Hasek. Dominic Hasek, best goaltender of all time. No, he's up there for sure. But yeah, that's one reason why I've always liked the Sabres as well. Hasek and Maxim Afinogenov is my favorite skater from that team all time. And then also Rick Jenneret, one of the greatest announcers of all time. top shelf where Mama hides the cookies. Come on. Rick Jenneret, absolutely a gem, a beauty, and still going strong. Yes, that's true. But you are a supporter in other ways of hockey in general. So that I salute you for that. One second, guys. Just give me 1 second. Okay, I'll be right back. I don't know about you, but when my mouth is constantly running, I get kind of hungry. What's better than a banana? Frozen banana. Absolutely. Or fried plantains. That's pretty good too. Anyway, I'll try to keep my chewing to a nearly inaudible level so you don't have to hear that because that's gross. But yeah. So, yep, I'm eating a frozen banana on my stream. Super entertaining, right? Yes, let's go Hawks. Get on out there and beat Vegas. So, 2-2. Question is, what's the final score going to be anyway? Who's going to win? I want to give my dog more goal treats. Hat trick for Ryan Carpenter tonight. How about that? Let's go around the league here. All right, so we got so far, after 2, we've got the Rangers and the Coyotes tied at 2. And nearing the end of the second period, we've got the Leafs and the... Here, let me read out the goals, and that way I can pass time away here. Yes. Very, very true. Very true. Okay. All right, so 2-2. Rangers and Coyotes are tied. Goals from Lawson Krause, Alex Goligoski. And on the New York side, goals from 2 from Tony DeAngelo. So there you go. All right, Maple Leafs and Bruins are tied 2 apiece, getting near the end of the second period there. Goals from Marchand and Pasternak. And for the Leafs, Kasperi Kapanen and Alex Kerfoot. Alrighty. Red Wings have a 1-0 lead on the Vancouver Canucks early in the second period on a goal by Anthony Mantha, the Mantha Ray, as I like to call him. And let's see what else is happening here. We've got, at the end of the second period, the Florida Panthers with a 2-1 lead on the Pittsburgh Penguins. Teddy Bluger has lit the lamp for Pittsburgh, while for the Cats, we've got Noel Achari and Denny Mulligan. So 2 guys that you wouldn't think would score first for a very high-powered Florida offense. All right. Wow. Well, one of our viewers, AJ Roy, is off watching his Edmonton Oilers. But strangely enough, they're down early 3-0. It's not even the end of the first period. The Minnesota Wild have tallied 3 goals 2 from Eric Stahl. Good to see him getting back on track. And a goal from Brad Hunt. And out in Winnipeg, where the Wi-Fi is non-existent, no, it's just a joke for Sharks fans. 1-0. The Kings lead the Jets on a goal from, what is that, Austin Wagner, if I'm correct? Okay. Out in Smashville, I'm pleased to see this at least. Before the end of the first period, with 2:42 left, the Predators have a 2-0 lead on the surprising Anaheim Ducks on goals by Colton Sissons and the captain, Roman Josi. And I think that's all the games we have happening right now. So there you have it. That is your intermission wraparound around the league. You think Mantha could score 40 goals? Wow. That'd be crazy. Oh, wow. That's right. There's that outdoor game in Saskatoon between the Flames and the Jets coming up. That's pretty cool. I myself am hoping I can watch that for sure. Not to mention the those jerseys that were unveiled for both teams look really nice. Winnipeg's looks really similar. It's like the Navy version of the Winter Classic or Heritage Classic from a few years ago. I definitely like it. I like the white one more though, so I'm not going to collect that Navy one. However, the Flames white jersey for that game looks so good. I got to get me one of those. Some of us just like to collect all of them. Alrighty. Well, so far, I mean, this has been a very good game, no doubt. You expect Andrew Shaw will fight Ryan Reeves. Dude, that would be insane. Really hasn't been, I mean, not to anyone's surprise, but I haven't seen anything in the way of fights these days. You're thinking about getting Sean Monahan on that Calgary Heritage jersey? That's pretty sweet. Well, the reason why you get Monahan is so you can get that alternate letter on the front, right? Because the Flames, I mean, I think it's like undisputed. They have the best like captain and alternate captain letters. Absolutely. Oh, hey, Snudja. What's going on? Hey, Kings, 1-0 in Winnipeg, huh? Shaw and Reeves had a rivalry when Reeves was on the Blues and Shaw was on the Hawks. Oh, that's right. It's been a while since Ryan Reeves was on the Blues. You're watching the World Series. One of the rare moments when hockey has to take a back seat. I see. I'm going for the Nats, but if the Sabres win, I'm pretty indifferent, actually. But it's nice to see a team win its first World Series. I'm just happy, like you, I'm happy that the Dodgers and the Yankees were eliminated. That's as good as the Giants winning another World Series, honestly. Well, I hope they score on that power play. Well, despite your name, yes. Yeah, I think you mentioned it last time that baseball is your favorite sport. The thing is, like, I've changed my favorite sport changes every few years, kind of. Like, I would, like, before this, I'd say that baseball was the sport I followed the closest. Um, but it's been hockey more these days. Have you been to any stadiums outside of SoCal? Do you have a favorite ballpark? You haven't. Only local park in SoCal. Yeah, I've never been to Dodger Stadium. I don't know if I ever will go. I've been to Angel Stadium. I went for a playoff game. It was really weird. I drove down there from where I grew up in Monterey for a just go see some colleges down there, and I was with my parents, and they were like, "Oh, so what are we gonna do?" Because I think we were staying the night somewhere in Orange County, and I was like, "Hey, we could go to the Angels playoff game against the Yankees," and so we totally went. It was actually really fun. Yeah, I had a great time there. Absolutely. And I've never been to Petco, oddly enough, which is kind of like we like to call it Oracle South because when the Giants come to town, it's like half Giants fans in the stadium. You know what I almost forgot was that they haven't always been the Anaheim Angels. They used to be the California Angels. I kind of missed that look that they used to have. I've been to a handful of parks, more than NHL arenas, but I've been to Wrigley. Wrigley's awesome. And U.S. Cellular or whatever it is on the south side of Chicago where the White Sox play. That actually was pretty fun too. Maybe not the best stadium, but the atmosphere was great there. Been to Minnesota, Target Field. Love that one. Oh, they were the LA Angels from 61 to 63 when they first came into the league. I didn't even know that. They switched to the California Angels, yeah. So then that meant that the LA Dodgers then they came to LA in 58. So I didn't know that. Yeah, I hadn't really thought about that before. But yeah. Good back and forth hockey between the Knights and Chicago. I take it there's no score yet because he would have probably posted here. Hopefully Chicago changes that soon enough. All right, let's see. Kings and Jets are tied at 1 apiece now. Let's see who scored that goal for the Jets. It was off of the stick of Kyle Connor. Yep, Knights and Hawks are tied for the first half of the period. Yep. No other changes in the scoring because all the other games are intermission right now. Okay. Question for y'all. If you had to wear, let's say you were in the NHL and you were able to wear whatever number you wanted, like let's say you played for a team, what number would you choose? And is there a reason why? Do you have a lucky number or something like that? Let's see, what else could I talk about while we're waiting for the third period to get underway? I apologize for any pauses in that. Come on, Cortana, get on over here and entertain people. 23 is your lucky number. Yep. Is your number ever since you were a kid. For the good and the bad. And you even have a tattoo. That's right. That's right. I've seen it. Yeah, I don't have a connection to a number. Not really. I don't know. I like some of the multiples of 3, like 21, 27, 33. All right, we're about to get underway. 2-2. Good game. Will Patty Marlowe tally a goal here in the third period and give his team a very appreciated road win? We shall see. Kajula made a big hit, but he's going to the box. 16 because of Bobby Clark. He was a psycho. All righty. Well, here we go. Third period. Yeah, nice. That second period for Michael was pretty damn spectacular. Sharks can't get going through the neutral zone. Buffalo takes it back and fires one on net. Jones covers up. Oh, hey. How you doing there? Thanks for joining the stream. All right. Face-off down in the San Jose zone. Brent Burns corrals it and gives it to Vlasic on the other side of the net. Buffalo trying to keep it in there. And there's a stretch pass from Burns. Oh, I see what Gregor was trying to do there, but he couldn't quite connect with Hurdle. Buffalo comes back. Reinhardt over to Eichel. Feeds it to the point. Nice keep in and a shot. And that deflects back to the other point. Now behind the net. And out in front. And they, oh my goodness. Wow. Jeff Skinner just like knifed his way in front of the net and taps that one by Jones. And it's a 3-2 game, Sabres. So that comes at 45 seconds into the period. And Skinner just cuts down the middle. And Gregor doesn't pick him up. Yeah. I don't know. The forwards didn't shift down. Kane or Gregor, one of those guys has to come down. And nice play from Skinner, and he bolted to get into position like that too. And Carlson almost took a penalty. No, he's not going to get called for that, I don't think. So that's 3 unanswered goals for the Sabres here. Lots of hockey left, but man, they got to feel fired up after lighting the lamp that soon into the period. So the Sabres scored with 31 seconds left in the second period and 45 seconds into this period. So I imagine if you're the Sharks, you got to be pretty pissed off about that. Yeah, that's the third point for Jack Eichel tonight too. Yeah. Not to mention Jamie Baker just noted that all 3 of Eichel's points came after that really weird collision with Timo Meier. Tim Hees slaps one in, and that's blocked. Sharks are going to chase it from inside their zone. Ferraro can't connect with Goodrow. Buffalo in the Shark zone. Sherry looking to dig it out. And Melker, or is that LeBanc who corrals it? Sharks trying to get through the neutral zone. They do, but nobody's there to join. Yeah. You're absolutely right. The Sharks, not as much the last minute of the period, but definitely the first minute of the period. Like that's just their kryptonite. I don't know what you chalk that up to either. Now that this puck is loose in front of the net, here's Sorensen. He's trying to give it to Thornton, and Thornton cannot bang it home. I think Sorensen should have found a way to shoot that puck probably. Oh, and a good look from Burns to Sorensen, but he can't get his stick on the puck, unfortunately. Hawks came close to scoring. Well, shoot. Both of our teams need to light the lamp here. Damn it. Come on, Sharks. Here's Gambrell. He works it up into the neutral zone. Evander Kane in. Nope. He finishes his check, but the Sabres collect the puck again and get the clear, but back to San Jose. And they also get a clear. Looks like we're getting some fresh legs over the boards. Hey! So, everybody, this is Ashley here. McKinnon is elite. She won our last giveaway, so she won a Nathan McKinnon Reebok jersey. Thanks for joining the stream. It's awesome to have you here. Thank you for joining from the other side of the continent, all the way in the Montreal area. We're trying to help your Habs out by by getting a win here in Buffalo, but the Sabres have just kind of taken the wind out of her sails a little bit. So 3-2 game, Buffalo's on top with 16 minutes left here in the third. Stretch pass for Evander Kane's trying to fight off the defender. He does, but gets some support from Eichel there. Marleau collects the puck, and he's trying to get it over to Couture. It goes to the net. Couture behind the net. Marleau comes to support him. And now Patty, he's feeding it up to the point. A shot from the point. And this is, a nice cover up by Hutton. He saw that all the way through. Yes, it's kind of one of these things now. The Sharks giving up these 3 unanswered goals. You'd be happy with them just finding a way to tie it up. I mean, overall, these 2 games between these 2 teams, very good games. But we'd be a little snake bit if we couldn't come away with at least 1 point, I don't think. Erik Karlsson trying to do it all himself. Sure trying. Oh, man, Timo Meier slipped got his skate caught in the boards, it looked like. Feeds it out in front, and that shot is deflected wide. Sharks are humming a little bit in the Buffalo zone. Brendan Dillon shot to the net. And, nice play by Marleau to throw his body around and kind of give Couture the opportunity to collect the puck there. Battling along the boards. Getting a shove here and there. And Buffalo is able to corral the puck and get it out of their zone. Nice shift from the Sharks there from the first line. Really nice play early on this period from Patrick Marleau, too. And now a shot for Skinner, and he almost had a second chance there. Jones's rebound deflected almost right in front of Skinner into the net, or toward the net. Now here comes LeBanc, and he's stymied. And now the Sharks are going to have to settle to dump the puck back in. And the referee almost obstructs play here. Thornton behind the net. No, never mind. The puck scoots out. Behind the net now, LeBanc feeds it to the point. The shot and a glove save. Hutton is unscreened there. 3-2 game still. I really, of course, thank you all for sticking around or for stopping by to join the stream, even if briefly. It's been a good game, no doubt. Buffalo skates it out of their zone. Gets caught up in the neutral zone there for a moment. They'll regroup. And that's going to actually go for icing. So the puck's going to go back down into the Sabres zone. Might as well take a quick moment here to see if there are any updates to the scoring for tonight. And we got, nope, these are all the same. Red Wings have a 2-0 lead now on the Vancouver Canucks. So that second goal from, Cholowski for the Red Wings. Thanks for stopping by, San Diego. You stay classy. Almost got this job in San Diego last year, oddly enough. I imagine that there are a decent amount of Sharks fans down there, though. Thought to myself, I was like, wait, why would I leave Sharks territory? And I'm like, well, I could always go watch the goals if I really need to get my hockey fix. All right, well, we're just at a commercial break for the time being here. Have I ever skated at the tank? Good question. No, I never have. I've only been to Sharks Ice where the team practices. I've been on the floor at the tank for like ticket holder promotions, like when they have like an open house for the ticket holders or for prospective season ticket holders. Yeah, but other than that, no, I've never actually skated there. Then again, I really don't know. Yeah, I can't think of anybody I know who's actually skated there, unless it was for like, yeah. Yeah, I don't think. My college club hockey team never skated there. I don't think. Oh, you've roller skated at the tank. Your old coach was on the San Jose Rhinos. That's super cool. That's really neat. Did they actually have a surface for that, or did you actually like? I guess they would have had a different playing surface for that. Speaking of the Rhinos, so yeah, there was this roller hockey league back in the day, and the Rhinos. Let's see. Yeah, there's this one website. Speaking of the Rhinos, it's called allegiantgoods.co. Or no, wait. Yeah, allegiantgoods.co. And they have all of these, they have all this apparel for like old sports teams. And you can find like all sorts of obscure sports teams from back in the day. And they have like a purple San Jose Rhinos t-shirt. I totally want to get that. It was a square surface. Yeah. What? No way. So if you're a season ticket holder, you do have the opportunity to ice skate there. So Tyler here is a season ticket holder. Oh, heck yeah. Kirby Doc scored his first goal. Thank you, Kirby. That's a 1-0 lead on the Golden Knights for the Hawks. And now the Sharks are on the power play, but there's a clear there. So yeah, I'm a half season ticket holder, but we don't do any ice skating events like that. But that's amazing. I would love to ice skate there. That'd be sweet. Not that I, have any aspirations of suiting up in teal, but yeah. And how many trains have gone by since this stream, by the way? I should have to drink every time a train goes by. All right, so not much going on here for the Sharks power play so far. This is only their second power play of the game. They're going to have to regroup behind their net with 30 seconds gone by almost. Erik Karlsson, there we go. There's a clean zone entry for the Sharks power play. And Hurdle's trying to send it around to the point or something, but nobody's there to support it. Kane, there we go. Karlsson at the point. He's got a shooting lane. He shoots by the net. Hurdle, loose puck. No dice, though. And Karlsson collects it back at the point. Here's Couture. Feeds it over. LeBanc, and he missed it wide. Sharks are still in the zone here with just about a minute left on the power play. Karlsson. LeBanc couldn't couldn't collect that pass very well. Carlson. Now over to Couture. Couture around the back to Carlson. Carlson nearly gets his pocket picked. Shot and a save there from Hutton, and that puck goes out of the zone. A couple of good chances there for San Jose. Oh, shoot. And that pass eludes. Oh, shoot. This is a shorthanded chance here. VC. No, he's just going to do the smart thing and play it back to kill some more time. 15 seconds left. Sharks will have a chance to get back into the Buffalo zone. But, yeah, Buffalo, a key kill here. And here's Marlowe. Gives it over to Meyer. Burns. Joe. Oh, I thought Joe was going to have a shot at the net there. That was a nice block from VC. Burns, shot to the net. Sorensen? Oh, no, wait, Sorensen. Who am I talking about? That was Timo on the doorstep there. So some good chances for San Jose, but Buffalo certainly, played their hand well by getting those early clears on the power play. I thought the Sharks could, thought they were going to do it. A little snake bit. And great goaltending from Hutton. Let's give him credit, too. He's looked really good tonight. Actually, he's looked terrific. Still in the Buffalo zone, but it looks like they're going to be able to get it clear. But the Sharks regain possession in the neutral zone here. Just some sticks hitting each other back and forth pretty much. 11 minutes left in the period here. In the game, I should say. Unless it were to go to overtime. And now the Sharks are going to take a penalty, it looks like. And there's a scrum in the corner here. Looks like we got Vlasic getting into it. Eichel, Reinhart, Dahlin. Burns. Kirby Doc's goal was shot by Olimata, and it went off of Doc's knee and then his stick. All right. Well, there's going to be a penalty, if not two here. So Barclay Goodrow looks like he's going to the box. Yeah, we'll see if anybody else goes to the box here. Ooh, nice hit. So Barclay Goodrow is going to get 2 minutes for boarding there. I can kind of see his frustration in that the player's numbers weren't facing him when he hit him, but he went into the boards head first. And the league is being more conscious of calling that sort of thing. So kind of sucks to be on the receiving end of that penalty, but if the league's going to call it, then that's just what it is, man. So the Sharks have given up a power play goal already to Buffalo this game. This is going to maybe be the game here. If they can kill this off, they have a chance. If not, Buffalo may have put this one away. All right, let's see if Jack Eichel can get his 4th point of the night. He's out there right now on the point. Yep, here he is with the puck. Feeds it down behind the net. Dahlin tried to get it to his teammate there on the sideboard, but the Sharks almost intercepted it. But it's gone back to the Sabres here. And here's Skinner behind the net. Good adjustment by the Sharks getting over there. Trying to cut off the pass as it gets over toward the point and out of the zone. Sharks might get some new skaters out there. Yep, looks like it. Kirby Dach is the first 18-year-old to score in a Hawks uniform since Patrick Kane. I'm not surprised to hear that, but that's some good company to be in for sure. 1 minute remaining on this penalty to Goodrow. And now the Sabres working it around the other end to the point. Here's Dahlin. Olofsson. Dahlin and back to Olofsson again. And that evaded Dahlin, and so the Sharks are able to get a clear here with 30 seconds left. So it's looking pretty good for San Jose, but they have to find a way to turn momentum to turn momentum out of this. And the Sharks now with 18 seconds left, and Couture, he was trying to basically go 1-on-3 here. There's a whistle on the play, and 13 seconds left in the penalty. Hand pass called against Couture. Wait, what? Or was that called on the Buffalo player? I don't get it. 9 minutes left in this game, basically. Now the Sabres will look to enter the zone with the penalty winding down. And out of the box comes Goodrow. Erik Karlsson now skating the puck out of the zone and feeding it deep to the trailer there, which was Goodrow. And they're saying that he was offside. I didn't see it like that at first, but I don't know. Then again, I'm not getting paid to officiate. We got 6 stellar individuals watching this stream right now. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Just a little lip service. If you haven't already, hit the big red subscribe button down below. For more live streams, hit the notifications bell. That way you know when I'm going to go live and when I'm uploading other content on oddball topics and NHL history and jersey unboxings. Even though I haven't bought a jersey in a long time, actually, I do want to share. Well, I'll have to do this maybe on my social channels or something. But I do have a couple of new pickups that are not NHL teams or not NHL jerseys. Goodrow looks frustrated. Oh, he certainly does. At the end of one, Hawks 1, Knights 0. That's what I like to see, man. Of course, the Sharks are just not able to break through Carter Hutton since the first period. Yeah, really looking forward to getting back to work after this. Yeah. Gotta find something to eat though. It's not a little tapped out of foodstuffs here. Kirby Doc had a great celly. I'll watch the highlights tonight so I can see that. Yeah, I wish Jones would have kind of lethal. Nah, not really. Ford should have picked that up for sure. Okay, back to the action. And 8:40 remaining. Oh, Burns scores! Whoa! He snuck that by Carter Hutton. Low pad side, or low left pad, I think. Oh, no, that's a Karlsson goal. I'm sorry. I couldn't tell because right-handed shooting defenseman. So Erik Karlsson scores his first goal of the season for the Sharks. Some good cycling around the zone there, and then a nice pass from LeBanc. Very nice pass from LeBanc. Karlsson pinches down and sneaks that by Carter Hutton. We got ourselves a tie game. This has been a really good game, I got to say. Or that went 5-hole. I thought he snuck it between the pad and the post, but I think he went 5-hole there. So there we go. Erik Karlsson, his first of the season, his first of hopefully more than 3 goals this year, from Kevin LeBanc and Patty Marleau. He took less time than Capo and Hughes to score his first goal. But Kakko does have a goal, right? Actually, Hughes has a goal too. Or Hughes has his first point, right? All right, so we got ourselves a great game. There are 8 minutes left. Like I said, at the least the Sharks need to get a point here. Now Buffalo in the Shark zone. Reinhart dishing it out to the point to Risto. Carlson needed that goal. Yes, he does. Hopefully he can get the puck. He can get the game puck tonight if they do anything like that. So yeah, it's his first goal as a new dad. So congrats to EK. There we go. Hey, Tyler, did you, I forget, did you send your Marlowe jersey in for customization? Jeff Skinner shot high blocker side goes wide. That was a rocket. Now Couture, Couture could have had a 2-on-1 there. Ah, man, almost. All right. Patty Marleau battling behind the net. He's had a very nice game so far. Actually, the top line has answered the bell. They've played better than their last game, perhaps, or they've been more alert and active, I think. Might have to throw on the Doc jersey for your review video tonight. I want to see that, Nick. Unless Shaw fights Ryan Reeves, then you need to make an exception. All right, Thornton. Oh man, I can't get that. Oh wait, they didn't call that offsides. Yeah, Thornton just, man, Thornton's been tough to watch this year. I love Jumbo, absolutely, just as much as any other Sharks fan, but he hasn't brought it this year. Not yet, at least. Oh wow, that was a very awkward shot that deflected off of Jones. That almost went off of his back and into the net. Maybe that hit the crossbar? I'm not sure. We're down to 6 minutes and 20 seconds. And a nice takeaway there from, who was that, from Melker? Now Vlasic's going to hold up. Oh no, Vlasic's going to skate through the neutral zone. Sends it deep. Now over at the half boards, try to work it around the net, and that's intercepted by Buffalo and taken the other way and bounces back to the Sharks in the neutral zone. They send it deep. I'd be terrible at play-by-play, wouldn't I? Okay. Just know Sabres have the puck right now. And this one goes down to Reinhart at the Sharks' end. He's met by white bodies in white. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, Jumbo's passes are not clicking at all. Very few of them are. I mean, that's not to say that defensively he's not doing some things right, though. All right, Carlson clears it up. Oh, ooh, actually kind of a nifty backhand into the Sabres zone, but the Sabres intercept. And it's kind of back and forth hockey right now. It's been back and forth hockey for the last couple of minutes. Hurdle, shot, and Hutton deflected off of him and out of play. So we go to a commercial break here with 4 minutes, 59 seconds remaining in the period. And the Sharks have tied it up. It's 3-3. It's probably been one of my favorite games to watch this year. Maybe my favorite. Well, the Carolina game. But in terms of like watching a good game, this is probably it. Winning this game would be a nice start to the road trip, right, Cortana? My dog is resting right now. Her eye is like partially open, but like her eyeballs kind of move back. So it's like I'm seeing the white of her eye. Let me just make sure she's okay. Here. We're going to bring the party here, girl. Make it happen. There we go. I can still watch the game okay. Look at this. Look at this sweetheart right here. I got to get you a Sharks jersey one of these days, Cortana. You know, I usually like to call. Well, you would usually call your dog the victory puppy when your team wins. But see, Cortana plays two roles here. She's actually my therapy puppy as well when we lose. Sorry, girl. Okay, so we're actually seeing on the replay that Joe Thornton started the play by chipping it deep into the zone for Patty. Patty cycled it out to LeBanc. LeBanc just took his time and gave it over to EK65. So there you go, Tyler. Joe actually did something right on that goal. All right, so 3-3. The Sharks have the puck in the Buffalo zone. Nice interception there from number 19 for Navy. And the Sabres gain possession, and Reinhart skates it up. Ooh, that looks like that's a penalty. They're not going to call that. I thought that might have been a hook right there or something. Hey, girl. Oh, yep. She's got to get her loving in here. There we go. And to the net. Oh, nice little shot pass play there. Looking for Tomas Hertl. Hertl's been kind of buzzing around the net this period particularly. Alrighty, the Sabres have position going behind their net. Trying to move it out. Skinner tied up a little bit along the boards. And it scoots out after a chip from Colin Miller. Yeah, I'm hoping it gets better as the season goes on as well. Yeah, but I mean, like, you know, Joe, I mean, he trains more than anybody else does on the team, or at least they say that he does. That even like when he goes to the arena, even before like training camp starts or something. I don't know. By the way, the Sabres have. I'm a little surprised to see the disparity in the faceoffs. Sabres have a 29-23 lead in the faceoffs. All right, Carlson skating it up. Nice dish over to Couture as he sends it along behind the net. Sabres clear. That puck evades Carlson. Sends it over to Dylan. Dylan sends it deep. I'm sure the Sharks are going to change up after that. Yeah. Alrighty. Now the Sabres in the Shark zone. There's a scrum along the half boards there. Jumbo trying to dig it out for the Sharks. Vlasic now sends it over to Burns. Burns, nifty little backhander to Melker. Melker sends it over to Vlasic. Vlasic to Sorensen behind the net and to Jumbo at the half board. Jumbo now to Sorensen coming around the other side of the net. Jumbo sends it over to Carlson. Melker sends it over to Burns. Burns from the point shot, and Jumbo was screening the goaltender in the front, but that was a nice read by Carter Hutton as he comes up with a glove save. Nice night from Hutton. Definitely a good night from him. Yeah. You're nice and cozy, aren't you, Cortana? I think I should dress Cortana up as a hockey player. I don't know exactly how I'm going to get a little helmet on her, but that'd be kind of adorable. Such a good girl. Alrighty. Face out down at the Buffalo zone. Fed over to the point. Dylan lost possession. His teammate gets over there, though, and chips it behind the net. Here's Hertl trying to fight off the defender. Hertl, the shot. No dice. Evander Kane trying to corral it. Now behind the net. Over to Hertl at the goal line. Hertl tries to wrap the puck around, feeds it over to the point. The shot. And that rebound goes wide. Hertl now. The Sharks are doing a nice job keeping possession here and coming on pretty strongly in the last couple of minutes. Dylan, the shot. And no dice there. And Kane feeds it to LeBanc. Couldn't quite get possession of it behind the net. Now the Sabres, with the Sharks pressuring them, that's going to go the length for icing. How much time is left? 2 minutes, 9 seconds, my friend. Yeah. San Jose is definitely – they're going for the W. They are going for the W. Sharks actually haven't gone into overtime yet in their 9th game. Such a good girl. And Eichel wins the draw there in the Buffalo zone. Now Marleau, with Timo Meier trying to cycle it behind the net, kicks it back to Marleau. Marleau looking for the open man, sends it behind the net. Sharks just such a good team at doing that over the years too. But the Sabres have regained possession here. And clear. Probably get some fresh legs over the boards. Now Burns trying to do it all himself. Goes into the Sabres end. Oh, he was just just one more move away from getting a good look at the net there. Couldn't quite get it though. Timo Meier sends it back to the defense. Burns moves it into the Buffalo zone behind the net. But, Scandella intercepts there. Puck comes out of the Sabres end. Oh, Marcus Johansson plays. Or Marcus Johansson, by the way. You want to know how to pronounce the Swedish version of Johansson? It's Johansson. So, Johansson. It's not Johansson. It's not Johansson. It's Johansson. I have a friend whose last name is that. From Sweden. He lives in Dublin now. All right. 1 minute left now, and the Sharks have had the majority of the possessions and chances here in the last several minutes. Now, Brendan Dillon looking up ice. Here's LeBanc. Oh, Melker Karlsson. God dang it. I get those guys confused because they're right-handed, and they both have 6 in their number. Oh, and a feed out in front for Evander Kane almost. Now, Vlasic, that's deflected by 17 there for Buffalo. And looks like they're going to go for a line change, and the Sharks are going to try to come right back into the zone here. LeBanc sends it around the net. Now Evander Kane to nobody. And there was a really strange play in front of the net there that Kane tried to turn into a goal. No dice there. The Sharks play really well when I give my dog attention. Right, girl? Sorry. Just trying to be a parent. That's all. All right. I think we got under 30 seconds now. Oh, excuse me. 18.8 seconds left. This is down in the Buffalo zone. Sharks look really sharp. Very, very true. And thank you for joining the stream, by the way. Get the revenge win. Hey, at least we can get a point. That would be a nice way to start the road trip. I mean, the team has played pretty well against the Sabres in the last 2 games, so that's good to see, especially now that they got Montreal and Toronto coming up in a back-to-back Thursday, Friday. Absolutely. Yeah. Cheers. All righty, so I think that, what's his name? Ralph Kruger probably took a timeout there because we're still waiting for the puck to drop. 18.8 seconds. What's going to happen? Will the Sharks find a way? Here's Tomas Hertl in the face-off circle going up against. I can't see because the ref is blocking it. I don't know the Sabres numbers very well either. It almost looks like 90. I almost wanted to say Ryan O'Reilly. All right, won by Hertl. Hertl over to Burns. Oh, there was some confusion there. Eichel almost had a chance to go the other way, really. And Kevin LeBanc trying to corral the puck again for one more chance. This goes behind the net. Regained by Scandella. Scandella does a nice job fighting that off, and we're at the end of regulation. So both teams are going to get a point, which is nice for the Sharks. That's what now? 4 out of 5 games where they've gotten at least a point, so that's good to see. Hawks look like the fresh team tonight because I wouldn't be surprised, Nick, because the Knights probably had to play a lot more defense last night too. So yeah, we're going to go into overtime here. 3-on-3. First time of the year for the San Jose Sharks. Second period of Hawks hockey is underway. Let's take a look at some of the other scores around the league. All right, let's check on the scores. All righty. So what's happening here? Did this refresh or not? What? All right, so at the end of regulation, the Coyotes are tied with the New York Rangers. Coyotes, man, they are tough mothers this year. Or at least to start out, they're doing a nice job. So that's going on. With under 5 left in the third period, we've got the Bruins 3, the Maple Leafs 2. That third goal for the Bruins coming off the stick of Brett Ritchie. Wild and Oilers are almost through the second period with the Wild still up 3-0. Kings have taken a 2-1 lead on the Winnipeg Jets with 6 minutes left in the second period. And the Florida Panthers topped the Pittsburgh Penguins 4-2 today. Florida getting a needed victory in regulation there. Goals from Huberdeau, Mulligan, Achari, and Vetrano. Ooby dooby doo. 2-0 still for the Detroit Red Wings hosting the Vancouver Canucks. So the Jets have actually tied it up. It's 2-2 with the Kings. 4-0 Predators with 6 minutes remaining in the second period. They are overtaking the Anaheim Ducks. 1-0 Blackhawks over the Golden Knights. And we're going to get underway here with the overtime. And here's who's that guy for Buffalo? I don't know. All right, here we go. Sabres behind the net. Kind of taking their time to get out of the zone. Now in the neutral zone. Reinhart with the puck. Reinhart, the only guy in the San Jose zone. He goes back and looks for Eichel. Eichel skating toward the goal. Eichel with the backhand. No dice. I don't know why I keep saying no dice. I'm sorry about that, guys. My goodness. That was pretty close. Good look for number 9 in Navy. Eichel again. He puts it back for Ristolainen. Risto sends it over to Reinhart. The Sabres have maintained possession for the first minute of this overtime. Now the Sabres are actually looking to change, or they've shifted their personnel, and I think the Sharks will do the same as well. So Kane, Hurdle, and Burns are out there for San Jose. Ristolainen's still out there for Buffalo. Along, I think, with Johansson and Skinner. Ristolainen shoots. High blocker. I think, Jones got a piece of that one. Love the lineup. Man, I hope so. I hope it works out. 3:20 remaining in this. Dahlin behind the net. Man, Buffalo's not pulling the trigger here. Well, I mean, they've gotten a couple of shots off, but taking their time getting into the zone. Now Johansson out in front of the net. Skinner trying to wrap it around. No, he couldn't quite get a handle on the stick there. And now a giveaway from LeBanc. Very kind of a crappy giveaway in that the Sharks haven't even had the puck at all in this overtime. Hey girl, you want me to take you outside? Can you wait a minute? Okay, wait a minute, girl. All right, now there is Dahlin, Sherry. Now the Sharks finally have possession of the puck here. They can have clean possession. LeBanc had to play it back for Jones, though, because he was getting pressured by Sherry. Sherry now driving toward the net. Very nice defensive play that he made, taking that away from LeBanc. No, Yoki Haru. Oh, yeah, that's right. He's on their team. With Sherry collecting the puck back at the point. Yoki Haru now. Still with the puck in the Shark zone. Feeds it over to Sherry. Metal stab behind the net. Now Erik Karlsson using some speed, looking good through the neutral zone. Erik Karlsson, he fakes. He goes to pass. Why didn't he just shoot the damn puck? Oh, my God. All right, now here's Ristolainen. Ristolainen shoots, and Jones the save, and they're trying to tap it. They're saying that's a goal? They're saying that's a goal. They're saying Eichel got that? And this game has come to an end. Risto has thrown that shot to the net. And Eichel, and I think he had another teammate there crashing the net, poking at it with him. A horrible overtime. Very true. Now, Vu, I thought that when you said I was at the game, I thought after you said go Sharks, I was like, wait, you went to this game in Buffalo and we won in overtime and I'm just a little bit behind on the stream? Yeah, so that was just 2-on-1 in front of the net. Thornton had Ristolainen and Eichel to fight off. And eventually Eichel poked that by Martin Jones. Yep. So the Sabres win both games in this season series against the Sharks. The House of Horrors that is whatever it's called, Key West Arena or Key West Center. Sorry, Buffalo. Unfortunately, the Sharks. Oh, wait. They're actually, I'm sorry, they're reviewing the goal. Are they reviewing it for goaltender interference? I'm not even paying attention. I'm just accepting that we lost by now. Well, Nick, the overtime has been going pretty crappy. They're reviewing a goal from the Sabres here. Yeah, I don't know how they're going to overturn this. I think it's a good goal. I think this game is over. No, I think Ristolainen crashes into Jones no, this is going to be a good goal. Here we go. After review. It's a good goal. Game's over. No goaltender interference. I'm not going to bitch about that one at all. That seems like a normal goal to me. Roach juice for the bad OT. Okay, wait 1 sec, guys. Wait 1 sec. Like literally 15 seconds. 1 sec. All right, here comes the roach juice. Here comes the roach juice after the defeat. I know it's written backwards. The Twisted Family roach juice. Yes, here we go. The roach juice has come. Jack Eichel scored 2 goals and had 2 assists tonight. He was excellent. So, for those of you who are just joining the stream, welcome. Thank you for joining. We're actually going to wrap up in a little bit, but I appreciate you being here. Hit the red subscribe button down below if you haven't. Join the Twisted Family. One of the good things about being part of the Twisted Family is you get to watch me do gross things like drink pickle juice. And here's the catch with the pickle juice. This is my roach juice. So basically, it started as pickle juice, and then I started pouring other stuff into it and drinking from it when we would give up goals or other unfortunate things would happen. So I'm going to drink some of this right now. Okay, I'm just going to take just a little sip. All right. It's pretty gross. I'd put some Sprite in here, so it is pretty nasty at the moment. Now, it's only going to get worse because here I have, oh God, it is a bastardized chocolate milk that is, I think that's from pea protein, like protein from little green peas, something like that. So anyway, this vegan chocolate milk is going in the roach juice for a crappy overtime from the Sharks. Look at that. That's just so gross. So I'm going to raise a jar. I might throw up on camera. I'm sorry. You can unsub me afterwards. No, I actually have a pretty strong stomach. Okay. This is for Jack Eichel. And it was pretty thick. Plant-based. Yeah, this is Jack Eichel. This is for you. And for the Sharks for continuing to suck at Buffalo. Now, for some reason, my voice almost sounds like H. John Benjamin. All right, here we go. I just got a hint of that. A hint of the chocolate milk. Actually, this tastes oddly better than without it. So there we go. A successful experiment there. Well, anyway, guys, I want to thank everybody who's joined this stream, whether you've been here since the beginning or just jumping in now. It's been awesome hanging out with you guys. Again, I'm trying to do this once a week, so I'll find a Sharks game next week to stream, and you can hit the notifications bell down below to know when I'm going live. Of course, if you're subscribed, that's even better. And if you enjoyed this, make sure to give it a thumbs up. And I hope to see you guys around for another stream. It's been awesome interacting with you, and I wish you a good night. And let's go Sharks. Check you later.